If you want your very own AI agent to power the backend of a new app or improve an existing one, or you're not sure what you want to build but you still want to know how, then in this video, I'll show you a non-tech friendly way to build AI agents where the only limit is your
imagination.
Let's go. Let's be clear. What do I mean by AI agent? Take a common AI use case, a chatbot. A chatbot powered by just OpenAI is basically ChatGPT. It's like asking a North Korean about North Korea. They'll just repeat whatever God tells them. And by God, I mean Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un. No multiple sources, no analysis, no comparing or combining data, no checking for biased, inconsistent or outdated information. It doesn't even like great videos and subscribes to quality YouTube channels. This all means it's just too unreliable and inaccurate for a real business use case. On the other hand, a chatbot powered by an AI agent like Super Agent or Devin is like asking a functioning adult. They'll search Google, check web pages, and do calculations if needed before answering. Under the hood, it's still an LLM like OpenAI doing the heavy lifting, but the LLM is connected to specific databases and instructions. These instructions give it general guidance about where to find information and how to analyze it. And the answers can be integrated with other apps like email, project bots, or social media. And voila! You have an AI agent. This is why AI agents are what professionals and businesses actually use for. Proper chatbots, email and workflow automation, and serious research. I'll be showing you how you can build your own AI agent with every non-techie's best friend, a drag and drop interface. The tool we'll be using is called VectorShift, and yes, this video is sponsored by them. But they didn't pay me enough to lie, so this is an honest review. VectorShift, two key parts: pipelines and knowledge bases. There are other parts, but once you know these two, you can start building. And if you prefer learning by doing, then skip my explanation and check out VectorShift for yourself. It has a free plan that lets you build and test out a pipeline. Tons of tutorials and documentation you can use to learn as you go. And if you like what you see, check out the Premium and Pro plans. Their Premium plan lets you build 5 pipelines. The Pro plan lets you build 100. Both come with ample storage and bandwidth, so you can build to your heart's content. Use promo code ADRIAN for 25% off your first year. There's no time or redemption number limit, so even if you're watching this 200 years in the future and humanity and robots are at war, it's probably still valid. But if you want to see me play around with it and share my thoughts, keep watching. The most important section is pipelines. This is VectorShift's drag and drop AI workflow builder. You're looking at my completed AI agent pipeline here. Along the top ribbons are blocks of logics you can drag, drop, and connect to each other to form a pipeline. VectorShift calls them nodes. But if you're used to no code, it's the same concept as block. There are quite a few of them separated by function type. All pipelines begin with an input node and end with an output node. Everything in between is where you decide what happens. That's where you turn OpenAI into an AI agent, or any other LLM you want to use. As of right now, VectorShift allows you to use 8 different LLMs and can support custom and open source LLMs too. The second thing you need to know is the knowledge bases and file sections. This is where you can create a database for your AI agent to pull information from. You can have 3 types. You can add files like Word and Excel document, URL scrapes, and integration with external apps like Gmail or Notion. When you create a new pipeline, you can start from scratch or just choose from the templates based on different use cases. There are a lot of templates, a lot. I think their team is addicted to making templates. But you know, I can think of far worse addiction to have. And if you have a simple use case where you want to create an AI agent for your own use, or your own team, editing one of the templates takes minutes. And it's not giving generic answers. It's an AI agent tailored to your needs, your files, and your customers. Ashraf watched a 6-minute guide by VectorShift on how to build an automated email responder. Then he built one for his Fatty Dugong email address. And look, I say this from a place of love. But if Ashraf can do it, any donkey can do it. Now, if you want to build something that can sell, you can't just edit a template. You need to pimp it out. So that's what we did. I'm going to walk you through my custom pipeline that Ashraf put together. This isn't a step-by-step how-to guide. There will be no point. The VectorShift team already has tons of them, and there's nothing we can show you that they haven't already done. In fact, Ashraf put the timeline together by watching the tutorials and spamming their team about 20 million times. Sorry, Albert. Building a custom AI agent. I want an AI agent that could recommend no-code app builders based on use case, but legit recommendations, especially when people ask about pricing. So Ashraf uploaded a file with several popular no-code app builder pricing methods and how to choose the best. I could use that as a sole database and it would return correct information about these app builders. But Mortal Kombat taught me that there's no kill like overkill. So we added more sources, different types of sources. I want my agent to access real-time pricing, so URL scrapes are perfect. Ashraf created a knowledge base that scrapes information weekly from app builder pricing pages. He could have set shorter frequencies, but weekly should do fine. Now, my AI agent can refer to these URLs in addition to my file. It's better, but still kind of limited to just these app builders. I can't always be adding to the document or scrape more URLs. I need something open-ended and sustainable. So Ashraf went to the data loader nodes and he used SERP API, which will generate a Google search based on the user question. Once he puts it into the pipeline, every time a user asks about an app builder, my agent will refer to information from 3 sources. A very easy to read text document containing reasonings for which app builder works for which use case, 7 different URL scripts, and results from a Google search on the topic. This means a more accurate response, something I could actually put in front of a user. You may be wondering, in fact you should be wondering, how can I know the AI agent is actually including Google search results as part of its answer when the files and URLs will have the same information? Easy. We ask something that can't be answered by checking the knowledge base, and which a base OpenAI model cannot possibly know by itself. So now I've got this super dope pipeline. How do I connect it to my app? Easy. API call. Just select the pipeline and you can get an API call in a few different formats. Any no-code app builders that support custom API calls should be able to support this. Here, Ashraf has created a simple interface using God-tier Flutterflow. It's just meant to be a test, so it looks basic. Ashraf set the top text field to send an API call to the VectorShift pipeline. And the text box below the button is where the pipeline response is displayed. The responses aren't perfect, but with more prompt tweaking and a few more files into the database, it will start looking real good. Pretty cool, right? Ashraf spent a total of 2 hours building it, and he is what you call a slow learner. Or as the great comedian George Carlin would say,
dumber than a second coat of paint.
To be fair to him, it's his first time. He had to do some learning and he didn't just deploy a ready-made template, he put in the work. If you find a template that is all you need, you might be able to deploy your first agent in minutes. And did I mention they have a ton of pipeline templates covering many use cases. Ashraf picked the closest match to my use case and worked on that. And you can even turn pipelines into individual nodes so they run as part of another pipeline, pipelineception. That, plus all the integrations and different nodes available, and I wouldn't say the possibility is endless, but if I was a non-tech founder trying to build an AI-powered app, I would use one of the better no-code app builders for my front-end, and my AI-powered database and backend would be VectorShift all the way. I can iterate, I can extend, I can connect to external databases. I can do anything that I can think of. Then again, I'm not the most imaginative person. Remember that SpongeBob scene?
It's about imagination. Alright, fine!
I'm Squidward. So find out for yourself. Take advantage of VectorShift's free plan to build and test your pipeline. Feel free to ask VectorShift for help. If they let Ashraf spam the shit out of them, you probably can too. If you have got different use cases in mind that could need multiple pipelines, check out their premium and pro plans. With 100 pipelines under the pro plan, you won't have to delete old pipelines to make way for new ones, just in case you ever need them again. Again, use promo code ADRIAN for 25% off your first year. So I mentioned at the start that this video is for people who want to build an AI-powered app, want to improve their current apps with AI-powered features, and people who are curious but don't really know what to do. If you belong to the first two groups, go ahead into VectorShift and test it out. If you like what you see, get yourself a nice 12-month discount. But if you belong to the third group, maybe you need some inspiration. Here's a video I made a while back sharing some of my favorite examples of GPT-4 powered apps. I don't see why any of these couldn't be done with a VectorShift AI agent. So give it a watch to see if it helps you come up with any ideas. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like this video, and let's check out how some dudes created GPT-4 powered sunglasses.